Hi, welcome to I Can Juice It YouTube channel. My name is Eric and this is Scott. The 8006 is kind of your mid-range, lower mid-range juicer. It has an auger that pushes the fruits and vegetables through a screen. It's kind of a good option for the entry-level auging juicer. It's a little bit better than the centrifugal that you've seen around because it does greens a lot better and it gets a lot more juice out of the fruits and vegetables. It all runs on this motor here and just kind of pushes it through. I'll show you how that works by assembling it real quick. This is the canister. The auger goes in, screen, and that goes on. And there you go, our fruits and vegetables just go straight down into this hole. Juice comes out here and all the pulp comes out at the end. Alright? Now Scott will walk us through the Angel juicer.
So this is the Angel 5500. It just has a simple on-off, reverse, and forward. It uses a twin gear system. One of them drives and then the other fits on. It's got a three-stage grinding process and then it squeezes out the other end. So it's got a screen here, one stage, two, and then the final. And then it drips down off of this plate and into the collector. Has a little ring to catch any drips, and then a simple clamp. Same style as the Omega. It has a plunger and feeds it through. There are higher models. It has the automatic shut off if there's anything caught in it. But it's a little bit higher end, really dry pulp, and does a really good job removing any pulp and having a really clear juice.
We're going to juice apples. We're going to juice 2 pounds of apples, the exact same. And we're going to see how much liquid we actually derive from those, and we're going to compare the dryness of the pulp to kind of compare these two juicers. We're also going to do Bok Choy and also carrots. So those three kind of give us a representation of a hard vegetable, the carrot, a softer fruit, the apple, and then a green. So we can kind of see the whole spectrum in juicing these two different juicers. Alright, now we're going to start juicing. We have a kilo of apples that we weighed with these great kitchen scales. So we'll go ahead and start juicing side by side and start it. Alright, now we have our pulp and we're going to go ahead and measure it side by side. We both have these set to 0 and we'll see what a kilo of apples turns into in pulp. So it looks like we have 85 grams from the Angel and 161 grams from the Omega. Quite a difference. Almost double. So that's pretty significant when comparing these two juicers. Alright, now we're going to get the volume of the juice, so we're each going to pour it in these and see which one has more. It says just under 800 milliliters, and that one is exactly at 800 milliliters. So I'd say this is like 760, 780, and that's exactly 800. So 30 milliliters less about.
Yeah, pretty equivalent.
So yeah, pretty equivalent. So the big things that we've seen with, between the two juicers and apples was the pulp weight, I'd say, was significant, 50% difference in that. Volume of juice, pretty close, 30 milliliters. Weight was 45 grams, so kind of significant of that 30 milliliters. So what do you think our takeaway is?
I mean, ultimately it's going to be how it tastes and is it worth that much more, per juicer versus what you get in volume.
Yeah, so let's have a taste, and I'd say taste is almost a big decider, because if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to use the juicer, and you're not going to stick with it. So let's taste it and find out. All right, now we're going to do our taste test. We each have a glass. So this is from the Omega, and I will grab one from the Angel, and he'll grab one from the Omega, and we'll taste them. So. I think I like the Angel better.
I think it's sweeter.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Straight apple juice is good no matter what, so we're all winning here. Alright, now we have a kilo of carrots, so we're going to run through both machines and do the exact same comparison. Alright, so we finished juicing the kilo of carrots. We can look at the pulp now and comparing these. The Omega pulp does feel a little more moist. Feels damp, like sawdust, real dry. So now we'll measure the volume of the liquid. Alright, so here we have the juice pulp, and the Omega produced 556 grams of pulp, while the Angel produced 272, about half. So that's pretty impressive. Alright, so after juicing 1 kilo of carrots, the Omega gave us about 450, 470 milliliters of juice, while the Angel gave us almost 700. That's almost half again. Quite the difference. So obviously the Angel just blew the Omega out of the water for the carrots. Alright, now we're going to be filming our Bok Choy that we did. We cut off the stems and are just doing the leaves, so it simulates just a traditional green going through both juicers. It's 231 grams in each bowl, just to make sure it's equal. We didn't have a kilo of greens each. So we'll start juicing. Alright, now we're going to weigh the pulp. So from the Omega we have 47 grams, and from the Angel we have 49 grams. So a little bit more pulp to the Angel. Alright, so from the Omega we have maybe 100 milliliters, and from the Angel we have just under 200 milliliters. So the Angel did a better job with the greens also. Okay. So it looks like we have a verdict between these two. Looks like the Angel's done a better job overall in all three things that we juiced. The Angel typical price point is $1,200. Price point on this is $350, I think. So it kind of depends on what you need to get into juicing and what you want. You want better quality, more volume, than maybe with the Angel if you can afford it. If not, just go with this entry level great Omega. Thank you. Have a good day.